Episode 4, Part 3, Spyro 3, 4 minutes of Spyro, Year of the Dragon. I'm not going to explain how this works. It's episode 12, well, part 12, video 12? I've confused myself with how all this works. But anyway, we get to play 4 minutes of Spyro 3. Now, as I've said previously, I do go ahead and sort of route these ahead of time. Because, like, that's part of the fun. Part of the fun is I get to route these ahead of time, and because of the limited time frame, it's kind of interesting seeing where you can actually get to. Like, if you're ever playing like a game with a time limit, sometimes just restart the game and see how far you can go. Like, if you're stuck in a day, if your game has like a day-night cycle, just, I don't know, open the game up and just play through like the first cycle and just see how far you can go. Obviously, this isn't going to get like nearly as much attention as, say, like if I was playing Minecraft and I was playing like 1 extra minute, and every single time I posted a video it was a whole brand new seed. Like, oh, in my 1 minute I was able to grab like 13 pieces of cobblestone, and in like 2 minutes I was able to grab my first piece of iron because I got lucky with a really good seed. Like, stuff like that. Just, yeah. Honestly, I do sort of advise people to take on certain challenges like this. Like, they're not the best idea in the world, but at the same time, they're not the worst. And actually can be quite fun, as this one was. A little bit of behind the scenes on the whole routing thing. I came up with about 5 different ideas, and this sort of ended up being like the most reasonable. And when I was sort of doing it, it felt weird. It felt weird to do this in this sort of order. But like, it kind of makes sense. Like, I don't really ever want to be ending on like an auto scroller or anything that auto resolves, like the time attack in a speedway, which is where we ended in minute 3. In minute 4, we're ending in Sheila's ult, which I think is a bit crazy. So yeah, we get to actually enjoy a bit of Sheila gameplay for the first time. But what I will say is that we're kind of running out of good Samurai Spring gems. I almost said Artisan's gems. I'm pretty certain we've run out of good Artisan's gems as well. Here's your jokes about Artisans not actually having like any good gems. But yeah, minute 5 is going to be rather interesting to just sort of see what we can min-max here. Okay, we've got the last few seconds here, trying to grab as many of these gems as I can. Might have just enough time for this last hut. Grab the gems that are good, and then that's going to be time. So 4 minutes gets us 841 gems. Pretty damn impressed with that. Samurai Spring gems are going to be a struggle. from this point on. To put that into context, that is a 102 gem improvement over 3 minutes, which that was a 224 gem improvement, which was behind a 251 gem improvement. So like the gem improvements are going down for Spyro 3, unfortunately, which is why minute 5 and minute 6 is going to be quite interesting. But that's 4 minutes. That's the video. Bye-bye.